have videos with underage girls.
Have you seen his dad say when he was a senator, if you're black and you get caught with cocaine, you get 5 years in jail? It's right there. You got to play this.
Yo, this is Mr. Not Racist for all you people that voted for him. Look at him.
If you have a piece of crack cocaine,
21
no
grams.
bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, $1/4 of $1.
Look at the president's
We
son.
passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurman and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation. You get nothing other than 5 years in jail.
Unless you're my son.
Judge doesn't have a choice. Under our forfeiture statutes, the government can take everything you own. Everything from your car to your house, your bank account, not merely what they confiscate in terms of the dollars from the transaction that you just got caught engaging in. They can take everything. I don't care why they become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society. They are in jail. Away from my mother.
Away from my mother.
Our family. So I don't want to ask what made them do this.
Crack.
They must be taken off the street.
Yep. Rules for thee and not for me. He's a scumbag.
Meanwhile, he's the go-between with a Chinese communist.
Shalom, this is the brother AzanAhmath back at you with another lesson. I pray this lesson is edifying to the lambs of Yahawah BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right, now just looking at these pictures and everything we just heard, all right, and you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. This is the epitome of a hypocrite. Did you hear the disdain in his voice for Jake? All right, just no mercy at all. He gave no options for rehabilitation. Just throw Jake in prison. All right, but your own house is in disarray. But this is another example of Job 9:24, right? These are the men that have the power in their hand, who seduces the masses with their false flags, unjust laws, who come in the spirit of Satan. And look who's joining hands with him. All right? These so-called black leaders that come into our neighborhoods, who go on platforms, all right, and speak about the injustice that's out here. But look who you're standing with. 1 Timothy 4 says they give heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. All right, pursuing to them, transgressing by wine. All right, now wine is a part of false flags and doctrines. Let's get the book of Habakkuk 2:5. Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and as death. It cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. You see? So these people hate us without a cause, and he cannot be satisfied. And look, again, who he's standing with. You got MLK Jr. over there on the left. All right, you got a Big Perm, Al Sharpton on the right. All right, and Jesse Jackson over there crying. He always crying. Always tearing up and crying. Okay? Why you always crying, Jesse? Messy Jesse. Probably because he carries that guilt for making a deal with these damn devils. But he wants you to keep hope alive. You see? So you're standing with the serpent himself. He's the one who introduced that 1994 crime bill, which was supposed to be against violent crimes. All right, well, these people can't get away from blood off their hands. They were born speaking lies. Okay, just look at his face. He's a deceiver. And Jake just eats it up. These so-called leaders just eats it up because they have favors. All right? Again, look at MLK over there on the left. And his father was standing with the Rothschilds. So you got to connect the dots and see what's really going on. All right? Again, Esau was born speaking lies. Let's get that in Psalms 58:3. He's estranged from the womb. This is Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. All right, so there's not a drop of truth in the mouth of Esau, Edom. These people are the people who dropped little boy on the Japanese. All right, in Nagasaki a couple days later. They killed thousands and thousands. Okay? And if you watch Oppenheimer, hey, Truman laughed at that. At the settlement of the Japanese dropping dead. So the Lord's going to require that blood of your hand. The nation of Edom is poisonous. There's nothing but poison that comes from these people. Okay? Next verse, Psalms 58:4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like a deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. Right? And there's a precept in the book of Romans that goes into the poisonous Edomite. Let me get that. All right. This is Romans 3:13. Their throat is an open sepulchre. With their tongues, they have used deceit. All right. And deceit goes into the deceiver, being he's the devil. Their throat is an open grave. Death comes out of his mouth. And it says the poison of the asp is under their lips. All right. So we saw the video of his son, Hunter, smoking crack and filmed it with hookers. Okay. This dude is making underhand deals with the so-called enemies of Babylon the Great. Okay. But of course, Sleepy Joe, he doesn't keep that same energy when it comes to his son. Okay? Psalm 73:6. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Violence covereth them as a garment. This is the proverbial description of these people. All right? Just think about how you put a garment or your clothes on. They're covered with violence and death. Okay? And a part of that poison is to keep you locked up in prison. All right? To keep Jake and the so-called indigenous tribes indoctrinated with their false doctrines. Okay? Again, we got to keep going back to I Clone Tyrone, man. That was a very spiritual movie on how these wicked-ass devils move. Okay? In that prison house, it's a booming business to lock Israelite men up. And you lock us up and have a slave for pennies on the dollar while E stays wealthy. This is designed to be this way. All right? And you got these sellouts like Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, gatekeepers of the Black Boule, all right, who invest in prison systems, knowing that their people is locked up in there, but they don't give a shit about you, all right? Just like Michael Jackson made that song, They Don't Care About Us. As soon as he made that song, hey, he was damn near canceled. Allegations came upon him, all right? So we all have to understand, all right, and not be deceived by this deceiver. Psalm 73:7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. All right, they have more than their heart could wish. This man has the dew of the earth. All right, his blessing is the sword. His blessing is to keep you under his spell. Look at Jesse over there, man. Look at the smile on Al's face. And you got this coon in the front. Okay? Right? Psalm 73:8. They are corrupt and they speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. All right, they speak wickedly concerning oppression. This is the man who oppresses. They put celebrities in front of you to keep you going off. And going back to his son, okay, that video shows the corruption that covers them like a garment. Okay, he thrives on oppression and deception, discrimination, because the soul in him is not upright. Okay, that's in the book of Habakkuk. All right, let's get a precept in the book of Timothy, the 6th chapter. This is 1 Timothy 6:5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of truth. He's destitute of truth. They're corrupt. Look at the two men standing behind Biden. Look at these devils' faces, man. So we have to have discernment. Look at their faces and look at all Jake's faces. They're all just happy. This is a spell. All right, Psalm 73:9. They set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue walketh through the earth. And the heavens is the children of Israel. Right? This man wants to sit on the congregation on the north. Right? He wants to sit in the temple thinking he is God. And he is God to these niggas. All right? They believe everything he says and stands by him, as you can see. This is why we need the prophets. We don't have nothing to gain but to warn you, as in the book of Ezekiel says. Getting the blood off our hands. Right? Letting you know who the deceiver is, who this devil is, who this snake is. Okay? It's so a son can smoke all the crack and dope. The White House hasn't had any reports of cocaine until this man visits the White House for a week or two. But they won't place blame on him. You see? Again, they're not in trouble like other people. We're showing you through evidence. When you're in front of a judge, you got to present evidence. All right? Well, we're presenting evidence to the congregation of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and you got to understand what's going on. So I'll leave it there. I'll give all honor and glory to my Heavenly Father, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM RAWCHAA, QADASH, and double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do well. It's the brother AzanAhmath. On to the next. Shalom.